I wrote a book on the secrets to building a successful minority-owned company. And I traveled across the country interviewing CEOs of companies, and I asked them the one single question: what is it you think it takes to build a successful minority-owned company? I was the first African-American in the Houston region to obtain the CCIM designation, and it's considered the PhD of commercial real estate. It took me to a level where people began to recognize that I was a genuine, bona fide commercial real estate expert, and that I was capable of providing commercial real estate solutions as good as or better than anyone else in the commercial real estate industry. The average revenue of an African-American entrepreneur is $58,000 a year. The average revenue of a Hispanic entrepreneur is about $167,000 a year. Asian entrepreneur is about $364,000 a year. The average revenue of a non-minority owned entrepreneur is $558,000 a year. First and second generation businesses, they've gone through a lot of the challenges and have built a lot of the relationships that the minority entrepreneur is just having to do on their own. When I look at the types of companies that are really growing and succeeding, they have access to those decision makers within those major government entities or government organizations. That's not always the case with minority-owned companies. And when you get inside of those corporations, those relationships are so entrenched. They've been around for 25, 50, in some cases 100 years. So for a minority-owned company to try to break in there, it's been very, very challenging. One, getting access to the decision makers within major corporations. Second is being included in opportunities. When I talk to CEOs across the country, there's still that perception out there that minorities can only provide products and services in a certain category, and they have not broadened the opportunities for minorities in all categories and products and services, specifically around legal services and commercial real estate and advertising and accounting, those types of professional services. There are still a lot of challenges with inclusion and diversity in those areas. The National Minority Supplier Development Council is an organization that was started over 40 years ago, and actually was started by corporations for this very reason, and that is to try to see how to figure out to get more minorities involved in contracting opportunities with major corporations. Currently, I'm a vice chair of the National Minority Business Input Committee. We look at challenges and issues that are impacting the minority community, and we track trends and statistics and those types of things so that we can validate what's really happening within the minority business community and provide some solutions and strategies that would help move those companies forward. Three things to focus on if you're a small business. One is the ability to have capital or financing for your business. Without capital or financing for your business, it's very difficult to grow. Two is to have the right personnel around you. And then three, to have a very strategic, focused marketing business development strategy. Those three things, I think, are key if you are a small business owner. We stay innovative and creative by paying attention to current events, paying attention to challenges, paying attention to pain points that our customers and future customers have. And when we do that, we force ourselves to look at new ways of providing value-added services to our clients. And our culture is such that we encourage and we insist on the folks that work within our organization to consistently look at ways to be creative and be innovative. We don't run from the problems, we run to those challenges, and we come up with innovative ideas to do those. And we've done that this year for sure. We have several programs that we rolled out to address the challenges that small businesses and our clients are facing right now during this pandemic. Lease Relief was designed to help small businesses deal with the lack of income that they are experiencing as a result of the pandemic. And so we're helping them restructure and renegotiate their leases so they can either get abated rent from their landlords, or reduced rent, or some other form to assist them during this very difficult time. The other thing that we've done is that we are hosting sessions around how small businesses right now can take advantage of the CARES Act, which is a part of a solution for the pandemic. A portion of the CARES Act is great for small businesses because you can secure a loan or you can refinance your commercial real estate project. If you're going to occupy 51% of it, and not have to pay a mortgage for at least 6 months. It's not something that you have to pay in the future, it's abated. You do not have to pay a mortgage payment for 6 months. I think that's very significant for a small business. When I first started my business, and all of my clients and all of my prospects and all of my ideas were written on index cards. And then we would file them, and then we would follow up on them, and we would put our ideas down there. And so we literally started from an index box on the kitchen table. And I still have that box today, and I look at it frequently to just remind me of what's possible, where we've come from and where we are now. You know, my first transaction was a $365 transaction. And to go from that to what we're doing now, working with clients in Perth, Australia, Warsaw, Poland, Alaska, and all across the country. And it all started from an index box on the kitchen table.